Hi, what's up? What's poppin'? I'm filming a YouTube video right now, and I guess now you're in it. Hello, everyone. So, it is January 2nd, 2019, which is so crazy to me. I have decided to make this year a big year of self-growth. I think 2018 for some reason really kicked a lot of us in the ass, especially people around my age. And I think honestly, we are all ready to just take back our self-worth, figure out what we're doing, live our lives. It's so cool. I'm ready for 2019. I've been doing a lot of reflection. I've come up with some things that I've learned, some of them that have really impacted my life positively, and other things that I have learned but I'm still trying to use in practice. So without further ado, here are 20 life lessons I learned in my 20 years on Earth. The first lesson is don't get attached to living your life in one way. We are always growing and changing, not only individually, but as a society. You are not who you were 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or maybe even a month ago. If you want to grow as a person and learn and just experience life the way that you should be experiencing it as you're getting older, unfortunately, you have to tweak your routines and change the way that you live your general life. And that's okay. It's natural. It happens, and we should all be doing that as we get older. The second life lesson is that you get out of something what you put into it. If you won't put in the effort, then you won't get what you want. And eventually, that's why many relationships will fall apart, or many opportunities will just disintegrate in front of you. Things can and definitely will be taken away from you if you don't take care of them and also do your part. The third lesson is smiling more will make any day a good day. It's very hard to continue to feel sad or upset when you can feel and see yourself smiling. And smiling is contagious anyways, so I have made it a goal of 2019 to smile more, and maybe I'll see the people around me also begin to smile more, and I think it will also make me much more kind-hearted to not only myself but to others. The fourth lesson is kindness is the best payment. I love complimenting people. I love making people smile. It makes me feel good. It makes them feel good. Whether it's someone you know, or if you're just complimenting a stranger or sharing a laugh with someone, I think people should just be more kind to each other. Lesson number 5. You shouldn't care what people think of you or about you. The people around you do not dictate your life. People's opinions, sometimes, unfortunately, they will weigh really heavy on you. Everyone is living their own life. You are the only person who has full 100% control over your life and the decisions that you make. Lesson number 6. Own who you are and what you do. I love meeting people who are just so outgoing and so unique and just confident, and who are really just themselves unapologetically, whether it's really just wearing whatever I want and not caring what people think, posting all of the videos that I'm like, oh, people won't even watch them. I don't care, because it's what I want to do, and that's what's most important. Lesson number 7. Self-care is so uber important. It's important to recognize that you know your own needs and wants better than anyone else. Sometimes the people around you may not be capable of giving you what you need. Every person needs to take care of themselves before they can take care of someone else. Lesson number 8. It is okay to not be okay as long as you are still trying. Some days you may be up here and other days you may be all the way down here. As long as you don't give up, just keep putting in all the effort that you can, you'll be okay. Lesson 9. Your thoughts and feelings are not something to brush off. To take all of your feelings and just brush them under the rug is not a good way to go about it, because all of that negativity is just going to build up inside of you and explode out. Just remember that your feelings and emotions are valid. You're feeling something for a reason, and you shouldn't just brush it off as being too emotional or overthinking or overreacting. Lesson 10 is lower expectations will lead to a better outcome. I am someone who really likes to have full control of a situation, and I find myself disappointed very, very often because things did not go the way that I imagined them in my head. They didn't go the way that I wanted them to. Having expectations that are too high, no matter what, you're gonna come out disappointed, and it's just easier to have realistic expectations. Lesson 11. You will never know until you try. We have all heard the expression, shoot your shot. Let's all flush our anxieties down the toilet this 2019. What is the worst thing that can happen to you? Someone will tell you no. Lesson 12. Some things are entirely out of our control. We shouldn't let ourselves be affected by things that are entirely out of our control, especially things that are just minor inconveniences like traffic on the way home from work being a little heavy. Lesson 13. You shouldn't put your focus on other people and their lives. We are all living our own lives. It's just really, really unhealthy to be so focused on what other people are doing when your main focus should be you and you alone. Lesson 14. Reading will impact your outlook and your general mental state. It opens my mind up to new possibilities and new things that could happen. It exercises your mind as well. My vocabulary kind of fell off a little bit, but then I noticed that once I began to read more, I still suck at forming a sentence, but once I form a sentence, it's spectacular. Let's all read more 2019. Join my book club. It's gonna be lit. Lesson 15. Speak up and speak out. If something is affecting you, especially in a negative way, you should vocalize that to the people around you and let people know if you're feeling upset or if you're feeling afraid or endangered or uncomfortable. Speak up. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for the people around you. Let your voice be heard. Lesson 16. There is a healthy amount of social media. I don't like to spend a lot of time on social media because I start getting stuck in these concepts of this is what I have to look like, this is what I have to wear, this is what I have to do. For me personally, social media is better used as a tool. I was stuck for a while between giving up social media entirely and just really buckling down on how I use social media. Remember to take care of yourself and take a step back. Lesson 17. Building meaningful relationships is important. This is another 2019 goal of mine. Trying to focus on the relationships that matter most to me, like my mother and my sister and my roommates and my coworkers, so that those connections are deeper and more meaningful and will eventually leave me feeling more fulfilled. Lesson 18. Keeping an open mind is a must. I want everyone to practice opening your eyes, your ears, and your mind before you open your mouth. It's important to always be willing to look at things from a new perspective. Our society changes and evolves and grows so much. You have to keep an open mind to be able to keep up with what the people around you believe in and what people are fighting for and what the society as a whole wants. Lesson 19. Every individual needs to take time to themselves. Your friends and family and all of the people around you have their own things going on in their own lives. Even the people that you are closest with, they need time to themselves. And finally, lesson 20. People grow at different rates, and it's okay to take a step back from those people who are on a different path than you. Sometimes people drift apart a little bit. Keep in contact with the people you care about, remind them that you care about them, ask them how they're doing, but it's okay to understand that maybe right now we're not going to hang out as much as we used to because we're doing different things and we both have to focus on ourselves. And I promise this is the last time I will say this in this video. We are all living our own lives. They're on a different path than you, and that's okay, and it's completely natural. I just wanted to share some lessons that I felt like were really important for helping me in my own growth, and hopefully they can help some of you guys as well in growing and becoming the person that you want to be. What are some things that you guys have learned and that you put into practice to better your own well-being? Go ahead, feel free to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't really care because your opinion matters to me, but it's not going to dictate the fact that I'm still going to keep posting videos. Toodles!